I'm Shane,
And I'm Mason.
and we're talking
Filtration!
Nailed it.
Woohoo!
First try.
We rehearsed forever on that.
Crushed it.
Okay, you got it. Come
So
here.
I say
Peace out.
first try and you say we nailed it.
Okay, so we're talking about filtration today.
My dub's in.
What about filtration?
Yeah, what about filtration?
We just upgraded.
Did we?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
About positive. Let's show them.
Okay. You
So,
want new or old?
yeah, you go new, I'll go.
Okay.
So we got a new filtration system. What's new about it?
So let's go old first.
Start with the old.
Okay, so this, we used to have two submersible pumps. So it's a submersible pump. It has a little mechanical filtering through here, but it also has the UV light built in. So it's a combined pump UV. This is the old way. We included two of these because overkilling filtration we found is a really good thing. These pump about 500 gallons each. So with two of them, our old system was a 1,000 gallon per hour system.
Yep.
Now,
So,
ba-ba-ba.
this is our new one. Go get the old one.
This thing's awesome. What do you?
Just get the old one.
Oh yeah.
Just for size.
Yep.
So this is our new pump. And what is it, 1,700?
1,700.
1,700 for the single pump.
So almost double two of these.
Yeah. And you can
Whoa.
see the size.
That's pure UV too.
Yeah, so this arm is the UV. and
What
this
does
is
the
pump.
UV do?
So the UV kills all the bacteria and all the microscopic stuff.
It's actually UV light.
So it
Oh.
sterilizes?
Yeah.
Sterilizes all the bacteria. And so you can see the pump, the slots are about the same, but the pump unit is overall smaller, but it is heavier.
Yeah.
How
It's
much heavier
it's
is it?
heavier duty.
I'd say it's at least a few pounds heavier.
Whoa.
Yeah.
It's a lot heavier. It is heavier duty. I mean, we've had these things apart a bunch, and it's just got heavier parts and pieces and bearings and fans.
And it's also higher quality materials.
Yeah.
So this is going to last longer underwater. It's going to pump more obviously per hour. And it's overall just going to, the life of the pump is going to last longer on these ones.
We've been looking for the highest powered submersible pump we can possibly offer. And one of the reasons we're so into submersible is because with home floating, you don't want to take up a lot of space. Most of the time they're limited with space. So external cleaning systems can take up a bunch, so submersible is contained. It's in the tank, so it really helps cut down on the footprint.
And one of the best features for me personally, just doing maintenance and stuff on these pumps, is that the UV is actually detachable outside of the pump. Our old ones, the UV was built in onto this inner tube, so you'd have to take the housing all the way off, unscrew a couple screws. But with this one, you can just undo this joint right here, and you can take the UV light out just by taking that one little twist off. So it's a lot easier to get to the UV and replace that bulb if you need to.
One thing that's also a lot easier is we used to have a pump back here in the back corner and then another one in the back corner, so if you needed to access the pump you had to actually get in the tank. I mean, that was the only way. So what we end up doing is we end up putting the pump in this front corner, and we still pipe the water to the back to get the full circulation. So now the pump goes up and it tees, it goes to your filter bag, and it goes all the way back for the circulation effect. And don't worry, the new pump still works with old filter bags or vice versa. So
Everything is
yeah,
compatible.
we kept. Oh, tell me about the hose too.
Yeah, so with the pump, we were looking at replacing the pump, making it more reliable, and so we thought we'd do the same with the hose. So while we were at it, we got a new material. It's a completely new,
PTFE,
yeah, it's PTFE plastic.
antibacterial, or is this, it doesn't? I don't know if it's anti, but it doesn't get the bacteria.
Yeah, so basically it's a totally smooth surface on a microscopic level.
Yeah.
So when stuff is flowing through the hose, bacteria and whatnot, it won't get stuck into the crevices and the cracks of.
Yeah, it's not as porous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not going to stick in that hose.
We have a question from Ellen.
Yeah.
She wants to know how often do you need to replace the UV bulbs?
Ooh, what is replacement of these? I don't think we've replaced one yet.
Yeah, we've definitely replaced.
On the new one?
Oh, on the new pumps.
Yeah.
No, not on the new pumps. I can just give you the lifespan of the old one. And it's usually about a year and a half. Of daily use.
Should the new one last longer?
I would think everything's heavier on that thing.
Yeah, it's a better UV light. So I'm not quite sure on the lifespan of the light, but it is a better light.
Yeah.
If that means anything.
Yeah, I bet you will get a lot longer results.
Yeah. Overall, the pump is supposed to last longer in general, so I would assume that means the UV as well.
It's heavier built. It's the heaviest we can find, actually. So
Yeah.
it's awesome.
Yep. But the hose, it's got 2 joints in it, so you're getting water flow.
Oh yeah.
You're getting water flow in the middle of the tank
A T
and
is
the
right
back.
here, and then there's an L back there.
Yeah.
Water flow and breaking the surface is really important for keeping the water clean. When you break the surface, it allows just the little hair or skin to break the surface and kind of fall in and get sent through the filtration. That's why we like to send water in a rippling way across the top. Does that
Yeah.
make sense?
Yeah.
And
I have something else.
hey, shout out where you're watching from. If you're watching from far away, that's always fun.
Yeah, tell us
Yeah.
where you're at.
And if you have any questions about the filtration, we have a link to the blog about it in the title. But you can also ask questions anytime, even if you're not watching live, and we'll still reply.
Yeah. Also, if you just have general questions, send us an email or give us a phone call.
How's this going?
I mean,
It's looking great.
Kind of
it's
cool?
going as good as you think it would.
Perfect.
If that makes sense.
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
What else we got? Let me look at their...
Yeah, I also wanted to mention, unless you have something.
No, go for it, man.
I was just going to say that we don't need to use, for the people who have older versions, we don't need to use magnetic straps anymore.
Yeah. That's a good point.
Just because we have a new joint system built in to connect the filter bag to the pump and then the pump to the hose. And so that rigidity and the added weight of the new pump keep it
Right.
on the floor of the tank.
Yeah, it's nice.
So you don't have any
Wow.
more straps going around your pump. It's really nice.
That's easy. So it just
Yeah.
sits in the tank?
Just sits in the tank, yep.
Cool. How do people
No.
get
is a
the
good
new
one.
filter?
What's that?
How do you get the new filter? Or is it under warranty?
Oh, so as far as every new tank has the new design filtration system. Do we have the upgrade on our site?
We don't have the upgrades available yet. We're still working on production and that sort of thing right now.
We're not too far out.
Yeah, we're not too far out, but if you are having problems, just send us an email.
Yeah, we have a really good warranty. We're 1 year mechanical, 10-year defect, so
Yep.
we make sure you're covered for sure.
Awesome. Should we just rapid fire these questions again?
Yeah.
And let us know if you guys are watching, let us know if you have any questions about the filtration systems.
Yeah, for sure.
So first, why did you make the change?
More power, and we found that overkill is crucial. In fact, 3 years ago when we launched on Kickstarter, we had one 500-gallon pump.
Yep.
And right off the bat, we knew that we needed more power because just the human nature, you don't maintain tanks perfectly.
Yeah.
So overkilling is a good thing, and this is the same thing. We added 2 pumps after our first release, and now we're going from 1,000 to 1,700 just to keep overkilling filtration because it makes life easier.
Yeah, and I mean, the new filtration system is better. It's more powerful in almost every way, but that doesn't mean that you're going to get out of cleaning and maintenance.
Yeah,
So
good
you're
point.
still going to have to do the regular maintenance weekly, bi-weekly, monthly. Nothing changes that way,
Yeah.
but it'll be easier.
One other bonus too is we redesigned it so you have access to your pump now from the doorway. So that's a cool redesign feature.
Really nice.
Yeah, and you don't have to worry about the magnetic straps. We're just always trying to improve. It takes time. It's kind of hard, but
Yeah.
it's a definite improvement.
Yeah, that's awesome. So how much difference will this make?
How would you
The new
explain
one.
that? It's a broad question.
We have the new style pumps out there, and we've gotten some feedback, and it's all been really positive, really great. I don't know specifically how
Yeah,
much it
it's
improved.
going to take a little time to know how to compare them.
Yeah,
I guarantee you it's going to be easier.
yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. It's going to make your monthly or your weekly maintenance a lot easier because your water's going to be cleaner in general.
Yeah.
So,
Less work.
yeah.
Overkill's good.
And then why submersible?
So like I was saying, with home floating, a big concern is having space in your home for a float tank. The footprint is 8 foot by 4 foot, and it's about 5.5 feet tall. But there's people putting them in dining rooms, bedrooms, closets, so the footprint matters, and external cleaning systems would take up some space. So we just decided right off the bat, since we're only home float, we're gonna go submersible.
Yeah,
So
it makes more sense.
yeah,
Yeah, it looks a lot cleaner.
I like submersible.
I do
It's
too.
super contained.
I do too. I've seen just from a few people who have done the
External?
aftermarket stuff.
Yeah.
The water actually cools down when it goes out of the tank. It cools down going through the hoses,
Oh yeah.
and then when it goes back in, it's cooler. So the heater pads have to work harder to maintain that temperature. So
Yeah, hey, I want to clarify something too. So the Zen float tent is designed for home use. It cycles the water. I forget our cycle time on the new pump. but it's not a commercial cycle time. It's not like commercial cycles in like 15. All the water goes through the filtration in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Ours takes what, an hour and a half, 2 hours?
Yeah.
It's like
Just about that.
it's quick and it's plenty for you, someone else in the house, a partner, whatever. It's plenty for home floating, but it's not commercial. So just to
Definitely
make
keep
sure
that
that
in mind.
is clear.
Having it in the tank, does it ever get in the way when you're floating?
That's a good one.
Hasn't for me.
It doesn't get in the way, and also you should turn it off before you're in there.
Oh yeah.
So you're not going to hear it or feel it or anything. I know somebody that's floated a few
I
times.
know someone who did that a couple of times.
Me too. I know them
Yeah.
very well.
So
It's all bright. You can do a pump.
it's really
I did
annoying.
that. In case you guys are wondering, I left it on.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So we've covered a lot. Keep going, Mo.
The changes to the hoses. What are they?
We switched the material to a less porous material. I don't even know if it is porous. It's PTFE. It's really rigid,
Yeah.
but it's that porous, penetratable surface that allows bacteria to grow easier. So
Yeah.
PTFE gets rid of that.
Totally smooth.
Yeah. So that's big.
Also, it is a rigid hose, and that makes a difference too.
Yeah, that's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Just pins to the wall.
Oh, it just stays against the wall easier?
Yeah, I mean once you put it in place, it's rigid, so
It's
it's
stuck
not
there?
moving.
Yeah.
it's
That's
cool.
nice.
So it does come in two sections, so you'll need to connect one with the other, and then there's a joint in the middle and then at the end. But once you get those in place and then you attach it to the loops, it's pretty much up against the wall.
That's awesome. What's the T connector?
Want me to do T?
Yeah.
All right. Middle T?
The middle T.
Little T and then 90 at the end.
Okay. So yeah, the water pumps out of your main pump and it goes up and shoots over to your filter bag, but then we run the circulation line back, and right about in the middle we decided to throw a T, so it keeps on going this way, but it also shoots out directly into the tank. It kind of breaks the surface of the water up, adds little ripples. It creates a good circulation, and then it comes on down and hits an elbow right here for the rest of the circulation. I mean, the whole tank is circulating, moving. It's good water movement, which makes for a cleaner tank. So
Yeah, remind our audience why it's good to have ripples and break the surface.
yeah, so skin, hair, oils, they sit on the surface at times. You can get I don't know if we have ours out, but you can get like a scum bug for oils, which you can throw on the surface of the water. It's for like pools, hot tubs, float tanks. But
Yeah.
breaking up the surface allows the debris, whatever that stuff is, to break down, get into the water, so then it can go through the filtration and get filtered and clean.
Oh, get cleaned
So
out.
breaking the top is important.
Awesome.
Very important.
Will the new filtration design work with the old filter bags?
Yes.
Yeah.
Easy
For sure.
peasy.
Oh, yeah.
And then last question, how do you get the new filter?
Well, the answer to that is not quite yet.
Buy a new tank.
Buy a new tank.
We
we're
gotta get that listed.
Yeah. Well, we have everything is on the site ready to go. We're just waiting on production.
Yeah.
So once we go live, or once we have the parts here, we can go live on the site, and you guys can put your orders in. But we're not quite there yet.
Yeah, close.
Awesome. Well, let us know if you guys have questions. And even if you're not watching right now, what do I do with my hands?
What do I do with my tank?
He's just collecting objects. This is what we deal with.
Sorry, guys.
All day.
Is there anything else to say? We've covered a lot.
Shout outs.
Any shout outs?
No
Nova
shout outs.
Scotia!
You just know.
Emily
you can say
said
that.
hi.
What's up, Emily?
Emily.
Yo.
Our best friend.
And Ellen sent a ton of hearts.
Yay.
We can always
We
depend
love
on
the
Emily.
likes.
Hey, Mason's
love
mom.
the hearts.
Hey, Grandma. They watch.
Just
They do.
you gotta put it in there, huh?
Had to.
Always.
Give us some more fun facts about Mason.
No.
No.
Give me some baby stories for Shane.
Yeah. Do what you will, Grandma.
We need some blackmail
Some
material.
dirt.
Bunny slippers?
Ooh.
Bunny slippers.
Wrap this one up?
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's try and wrap it up in synced up like we did the intro.
So this is gonna be hard because we never talked
We've never
about
talked
this.
about this.
We did talk about the intro, but the outro.
My name's Shane. I've had a good time.
Go, Mason.
My name's Mason. I've had a better time.
And we're out.
Goodbye.
Bye.